2030 is like crazy. Cause you were born in the. When were you born in the 90s or the 2000s? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's like even crazy because I was born in the 1900s. You know what I mean? It's so crazy to me to like say that. I feel like I'm like some really old person. You know, like the worst. You know, like when kids like joke on old people, and they're like, "Man, you're so old, and you're still playing Fortnite." It's like they don't understand. It's like, isn't that the point to get old? Like life is survival, right? It's like to get to be old is definitely an accomplishment. Because you might not even be able to get to be old. Like I'm thinking now, it's like it's super sad. My homie never even got to see 22. Never got to see 22. My other homie didn't even get to. But what did he even do? No, he didn't even get to become a freaking teenager. You know, I mean, it's so crazy how life is, and then it's so weird how people be. You know what I mean? Like some people just don't understand. What? That's so true, though. Get jiggy with it. Da, 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 da. I mean, back in the day, Will Smith used to be like the dude, right? Especially with Fresh Prince. That was like the show. Um, it it wasn't until he became an actor and like realistically, I stopped messing with him. He had his first movie. What is it? I think it was 6 Degrees of Separation. Wasn't that? I think that's the name of the movie. Um, but it's like me, even as an actor, I couldn't do certain roles, right? I'm not doing any role that has me like having to do something with the man, whether it's acting or not. You know what I'm saying? Because like if you do something or not, whether it's acting or not, you know what I mean? And especially it's on film and all types of stuff. It's like, no, I ain't doing that. But whatever the movie was, he was this guy who basically he would try to like um turn out straight guys, and like the whole movie, he's like doing stuff with. And it's a crazy movie, especially to see him play that. But when you know Hollywood, it was a ritual. They made him take that movie to where he became I Am Legend, right? It got him to be this big actor because he basically it's called a humiliation ritual because the person who started Hollywood and what goes on because Hollywood itself is all about um, magic. It basically um, controls society, right? And certain people gravitate to certain things um, within, you know, Hollywood, right? Depending on who you are, right? Just like music, right? Um, certain, like, you know, the black community, especially if you come from a poor area that's maybe in the hood and stuff like that, what's gonna happen is you're gonna gravitate towards drill music, right? And all of that stuff. Now, the drill music is purposely done that way to create criminals and to create violence in those neighborhoods. For one, to fill up prisons, and to also, it's kind of like a genocide, like to get rid of the black community because realistically in America, um, people of color were not part of the plan. Well, they weren't part of the plan to like live and be a part of America. You know what I mean? Realistically, they were supposed to be. I mean, technically, we still are slaves now because they found another way to do it within the Constitution, and this is why most prisons are what filled up with majority of black people. Also, black, especially black men, but black men are exonerated at a higher rate than any other race of people, and it's because a lot of times um, they're innocent, right? I know it's like crazy to say, but they are innocent. They get caught up with something with the police, and the way the system works is most of them don't have money. When they go to court, they get a public defender, they have a prosecutor, and they hit them off with all these charges, right? This is why they have all these like guidelines and stuff like that. So they'll be like, hey, you get this charge, this charge, this charge, this charge, this charge, this charge. If you don't take this plea deal, we'll give you 5 years. But if you take it to trial and you get found guilty, right, you doing, we're gonna give you 80 years. You know what I mean? So what are you gonna do? You can be like, F it, I'll take the 5 years. Then they also have the manipulation of, just like I said in hip hop, it's in the black community, it's a rite of passage to go to prison or to go to jail. You know what I mean? To be like, oh yeah, I was in prison, I got out. Like that's like, oh, almost like, oh, I got shot. You know what I mean? It's like weird. And in the way that I found this out is by doing research on other stuff. You ever heard of the Tavistock Institute? I got this dude. Ain't nothing I can do now. Yeah. I ran out of ammo. Oh, I killed him. I didn't think I was gonna be able to do that. You don't think you're making that far? Yo, here. I have two more. So run as far as you can. You know what I mean? And then what? That was some. No, I didn't. I was just running and I was popping the freaking um the half pot and it just made me stop taking it. You gotta try to find meds on the way. Oh shit, I'm dead. Okay. You come take these never mind. That was some BS. It was all because of that fucking dude trying to fight us in the storm, you know what I mean? Yeah, I gotta take a smoke break real quick. I'll be right back. Mhm. You have to get off. You play one more game, or you like. So that means we gotta win. We gotta win this. I'm surprised it's not snowing there. You're not that far from me. Have you looked outside? See if it's smooth. It's snowing crazy here. Where's your plane ride to? How long of a flight is it? Like an hour? What? It seems like that's like close. Like Charlotte, North Carolina? It seems like it's like that's like how long it would take to drive there. It would take 2 hours to drive there. And why does it take so long for you to fly there? Non-stop cop. Who's non-stop cop? Who's good? What is a non-stop cop? Seriously, I asked you if you were a cop. Why'd I ask if you were a cop? But Happy New Year to you. How you been? I was hiding something. What do you mean I was hiding something? That's so weird. I don't even remember that. What was your name back in the day? I've been good. Just, living life, working, trying to stay on the grind. I finally. Oh. No, I just think it's weird, like, why I would ask if you were a cop. That seems like some, like, street stuff. Like, yo, what's good, man? Are you a cop? Oh, yeah, I used to do Uber. Yeah, that's weird. Is this your headphones? Yeah, I still do Uber sometimes. Maybe try to unplug them and plug them back in. What about going to your settings and try to mess with it that way? Yeah, I still do Uber every once in a while. I had like as you see, my channel grew, and I was making pretty good money, and then my channel got hacked, and um, because of my channel getting hacked, they basically terminated my channel because the hackers were using my channel to basically like hack more people and scam people. They were acting like they were like a cryptocurrency, and they were like they did like this big live stream. They were basically like, hey, if you click this link and buy this amount of Ripple, we'll give you this amount and whatever. And people actually did it because it was like an actual, it was an actual cryptocurrency. It was called Ripple. So I had to go through like at one point I didn't think I was ever gonna get my channel back because they hacked my Gmail. They basically like did everything. Luckily, there's two things, right? I have a computer science degree. I know about it, I know how to do stuff like that too. So I was able, for one, to reach out to um, YouTube. And the way I was able to do that, well, the reason why I did that is I watched a couple other YouTubers that the same thing basically happened to them. So this one guy was like, "Yeah, you got to reach out to them on X, or whatever you want to call it, Twitter, and you got to like say YouTube team. You got to tweet to them, hey, my channel got hacked, blah blah blah, and they'll reach back out to you, which happened." And I had to go through this whole ordeal of trying to like, um, I guess, get back into my channel because they had redid the pass key and all this other stuff, and it like really didn't work. But I also, during that same time period, I was able to figure out how they hacked me and who hacked me, and I ended up kind of doing something to the person that got me, and I got some like somewhat of get back. But then YouTube finally was able to give me my channel back. But when they gave me my channel back, when they gave me my email back, because it's like connected to your Gmail. Um, they had terminated my YouTube channel because obviously people were putting leaks in and doing stuff that was against the TOS. Uh, maybe this happened like 3 or 4 months ago. My channel was going for like maybe a month, my email and everything. And that was like my main email. I had photos, all types of stuff that was connected to it. Luckily, they really didn't delete anything or do anything. They just basically changed my page to look like it was, just like I said, it was, they made it look like it was Ripple. Um, which is it's a like Bitcoin or Litecoin or Ethereum or whatnot. And that's how they were able to trick people. But my channel got terminated. From my channel getting terminated, they basically I lost my monetization. Um, like everything that I kind of had worked for. And that's when I had reached. I was at I think 315K, and I was averaging like I think I had almost 80 million views at one point. So when I finally get it back, my whole channel's messed up because they privated, they unlisted or privated all of my videos, and they didn't upload any video. It was like weird. They set up like a playlist of videos that were connected to that company Ripple, and they made it seem like that was their videos when it really wasn't. And they unlisted all my videos and all that stuff. So when I came back, I basically had to unlist all my videos, which when you do that, it messes up the complete algorithm. Yeah, I lost a lot of viewers because everything works on an algorithm. So like when your video, like if you put a video out and it's gaining traction and people are liking it and commenting on it, it's basically pushing it out in the algorithm to say this video is doing good, and that's how it gets pumped out. So when you unlist the video, all that stops. It's the same thing as like if your video gets age restricted or you get copyright written on the video, it messes up the algorithm and it basically stops the growth of your video going to where it needs to be. So when I did all that, all my videos weren't my old channel wasn't getting any views for my video for a whole month. So when I uploaded all those videos again, it's not like they're gonna go out like the first time I like uploaded them and it gets pumped out. They just are seen again. And then during that time period, I was doing like other things as well. So um I didn't have time to live stream. I didn't have any videos to upload. I mean, it was just like a bunch of stuff. So it like my channel kind of died. But my plan in 2025 was like I'm gonna start. Somebody's behind us. I'm gonna start live streaming. I'm gonna make a lot more content. I'm gonna upload videos, and I'm gonna take this serious because I'm at 300,000. I can get to 1 million subscribers. I know I can. I can remember when I only had I can remember when I had like 100 subscribers. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, you got me. Was so whack though. I had him. Kill him. Oh well. GG's. Hey, I forgot I was gonna tell you my story, but I guess I'll do that for whenever I talk to you next time. It was good playing with you. Safe travels. What happens if you don't go tomorrow? Or you 100% going tomorrow? Hello? I said you 100% going tomorrow? Word. Well, hit me up tomorrow if you don't go nowhere. I probably can't go nowhere because of the snow, so I'll probably be on. All right, peace out, homie. GG's. Yeah, see, so like TikTok, yo, man, it was the same thing too, man. I had like a quarter of a million followers, and then my channel got banned. Then I had another channel that I had like 10,000, and then my channel got banned. Then I had another channel that had like 1,500, and I was going live and doing pretty good. And then that channel got banned for like BS. It was like I didn't even do nothing. Most of it is like comments that they like misconstrued for something else, and then it's like some of them get approved for like um when I like do the appeal, and then some of them don't, and then I'll get a freaking strike because I appealed. If I like kept it, I wouldn't have got the strike, but I appeal it, and then basically I end up getting the freaking strike for it. So TikTok is like I can't figure that out. Yeah, see stuff like that. It's just like so weird. But then you have these other people, like the most famous people on TikTok are the most toxic, bad people in the freaking world, and they break all the TOS, and they never get in trouble because they're bringing TikTok money. But if you're trying to grow on TikTok and you're not already like big, anything you do, you get in trouble for it. It's like the main thing that I had gotten in trouble for and I like blew up off this video is you probably know who Mia Khalifa is. So Mia Khalifa, you know how she was in the corn industry, and then after she came out in the corn industry, she was like, they treated me so bad, I hated it, and all this stuff, and I had to do it because I didn't have any money, and all this, like, she was just like complaining. So basically, she was on TikTok and she made this video, and she was like, if one more person talks about me trying to gain weight, I'm gonna pull some voodoo on you, right? She said, I'm gonna do some like voodoo magic. So I stitched the video and I said, you know how to do voodoo, but you decided to do corn, and I gave like the side eye. You know what I mean? Like just making a joke. Um, and that was the video. Within 2 hours, the video was almost at 200,000 views. I had like thousands of likes, mad people were commenting. There was like a lot of women were saying like, didn't understand. So a lot of women did understand, but a lot of women didn't. So I'm pretty sure they reported my video. Even Mia Khalifa um, liked the video, and basically she commented like emoji face. And my freaking it basically got freaking the video got taken down, and then I appealed it, and it didn't get put up. Then another video that I did was this other dude was like, he's like a funny dude. He had like these buck teeth, these fake buck teeth, and I said he looked like um the truck from Cars, right? And he thought it was funny because he told us to do that. So I just stitched. He had the video, and I stitched just a picture of the car. That video blew up. he liked the video and commented and friended me. Next thing you know, that video got taken down. Then I had another video to where what did I do? I like stitched the video that was up, and then my video gets taken down, but the video that I stitched was still up. It's just weird. Exactly, like this chick Astravino or Adriel Sigler. Like this chick Astravino, literally, she gets banned on live, and then she creates another account to go live on, which is like highly against TOS, especially if you're getting donations. She has 6 accounts, right? And she gets banned for doing like adult things online. She basically showed her, her pepperoni on live. She says horrible things about people online. She just does all this like messed up stuff, and she still is the best. She got a million. She got a million followers. But yet me, I don't do any of that stuff. My videos are not even like that. I just make funny videos, and I get banned. Exactly. Well, I have a video that I'm about to put on TikTok. I've basically been doing research for a year and a half, and what I've done is the girls that um I have another TikTok that basically um the FYP shows all those girls, right? And I did it on purpose. So, like what's that girl that started that house? Dang, I can't think of her name. The Bob House. Whatever the freak her name is, right? And who started the Bob House? Oh yeah, Sophie Ray. So like chicks like her. So what I've done is I go to their videos and then I go in their comments and then I look at their followers and I see the age of their followers and the type of content that they post. Because realistically, when you're posting on TikTok, it's the same thing as you going into the mall and doing whatever you're doing, right? That's basically what social media is. You're able to do whatever you want to do to people and be in their living room there. You don't have to be in front of actual people. So you see these girls that just like you said, they do all this crazy stuff to basically thirst trap guys into going into their account. Now a lot of grown men are not on TikTok, looking for stuff like that. So when I go into these women's chat, and I have like thousands, um, they're all kids that are under the age of 18. And you hear all of them talking about their OF and how they have their OF. So it's messed up. Then you have young girls that are also basically glorifying it and wanting to do that as soon as they turn 18. And then you have like somebody like Sophie Ray being like, hey, yeah, I'll look out for you. And kind of like taking advantage of these girls, being like, oh, it's the best thing, you should do this. But realistically, it's gonna in turn mess up their future um, if it doesn't work out. Not everybody's gonna make $43 million in a year. When you don't make $43 million in a year, what's gonna happen to you? You're gonna have to try to get a good job, or you're gonna have to try to get something. And who's gonna hire you? Then they're not thinking about their future if they have kids or whatever. It is. It's just crazy. Society in itself is crazy. Um, but it's just stuff like that. And then there's other lady, Adriel Sigler. Yeah, it's not gonna go well for them at all. Um, then another big person that I've been like is this lady, Adriel Sigler, and she's a mom of three kids, and she like her whole thing is she's like, I'm famous. I have 1 million followers on TikTok, which I've everybody's done research. She's bought most of her followers on TikTok. I'm famous, blah blah blah. And she went famous because she posted all these videos. She was like a cop was stalking her. She got banned from this coffee shop because she was going live, and people the people were like, "Hey, you can be in here and do whatever you want to do. We just don't want you to go live." And then she got mad and made 100 videos for it. Then her son supposedly or allegedly essayed this girl, and he got jumped because of it. And he's the one who started the fight. But yet, when she came online, she made it seem like these kids just jumped her son for no reason and all this stuff. In the same time, she created a GoFundMe for $30,000. Right? She got the money, but yet she has videos talking about how much she makes a month, like talking crap about people. Like um, I made $7,000 last week. This whole month I made $17,000. I'm rich. Blah blah blah. I I spend $7,000 a month, but yet she's creating GoFundmes for $30,000, acting like she doesn't have money. She gets this money. She moves. When she moves into this place, she ends up getting put out of this place because she was just being like bad neighbor and the people complain. She gets kicked out of there, creates another GoFundMe. Yet the whole time, just like I'm saying, she's bragging about how much money she has, and it's crazy that she's just gonna like, you know, um, people are giving her money for this stuff, and then it's the stuff that she does with her kids, and she's just like not a good person at the end of the day. Um, and it's just weird. But this other girl, Ashley Trevino, is like, if you got time, I think you should look into her. Everybody calls these people locals. Um, this lady is on another level. She's known as the inmate hopper. Um, she basically only dates prisoners. She has two teenage daughters. A lot of the prisoners that she dates have SA um, charges. One of the guys that she was talking to was awaiting trial for unaliving a 19-year-old girl and yeah, 19-year-old girl and basically a 13-year-old girl. And she joked about those girls getting unalived, right? And then she dated this other guy that she was all in love with and was like, "Oh, he's gonna bring, um, he's my husband and all this." And then she says they were talking for 2 years while he was in prison. He gets out, moves in with her. They're together less than 2 weeks, and then they get like he breaks up with her. She's like 35, but she looks like she's like 50. Um, she just got in trouble for like messing around with a 19-year-old guy, 19-year-old kid, and he's another weird individual who's famous on TikTok. He has like stolen valor. He's 19. He said he lied and said he was 24, 26, and said he was special forces in the military, but he got honorably discharged because he got injured. But it's no way. Yeah, that's how she got famous. she like posted her picking them up. She posts like her talking to them um online. Like, she's like live calling the inmates, and this is what she does. She's dated like, I think she's dated like 15 different inmates, and none of them work out. And then like the worst part about it is she didn't even raise her kids, right? Um, so she was with the father of her kids. He leaves her because she's mad toxic. After he leaves her, she basically is not, she's like not doing anything with her kids. She's like dating inmates. And the dad's taking care of his daughters plus her parents. Right? Recently, the girl's father died. So now she has taken them in, but she's taken them in only because TikTok found out that she has daughters and she wasn't taking care of them. So she basically like was forced to like start taking care of them because she was getting like backlash for having daughters and not taking them and being a bad mom. Then, just like I said, the father passes away. Um, And what she does is she like it's like crazy the stuff that she talks about. She said she used to abuse her daughter when she was young. She like says this on live to everybody and pull her hair and be mean to her and do all this stuff to her because she was jealous that the girl's father loved his daughter more than he loved her. She has like serious problems, right? She says that if you ever heard about Chris Watts, she joked about what he did and said he wouldn't have unalived his two daughters and his pregnant wife if he was happy. Um, she talks crap to people online, gives her address, and when they show up, she calls the cops on them. Um, she's like a raging alcoholic. She recently was on TikTok live in front of 20,000 people, kids in the chat, and she purposely flashes her boobies. Um, and then she uses her rose toy, and everybody can hear her in the back while she's talking to this 19-year-old kid. The reason why she's talking to this kid in the first place is because her 15-year-old daughter has a had a crush on him because he's on TikTok. She the daughter tells her mom, "Oh, this kid's so cute. I have a crush on him." And then she ends up going live with him and ends up like hooking up with this kid. It's crazy. And these are the people that are famous on TikTok. And then she had a massive following that people did. They purposely got her to 1 million followers, and then she ended up losing like 200,000 followers. But it ain't like it really didn't do nothing. And it's just, I mean, it's the same thing she making bank too. Like I don't understand why people basically support her when she don't do nothing. The kicker is she has two daughters, and they sleep on an air mattress while she sleeps on a very nice bed. Another thing that she got is another thing you got to look up. She goes to Disney World. She takes a trip to Florida, drops her daughters off at her parents' house, and takes a trip to Disney World without her daughters. That's diabolical. That's like I don't even understand how you do that. And her excuse is, I've never been to Disney World. Well, your daughters have never been too. Like Disney World is for kids. Like, why would you not want to take your kid? She goes there to get like wasted the whole time. Man, it's like this chick is like by far the worst. And me being a parent is like, and realistically, the way that I feel, and then she's lied about being pregnant like 3 times online to where she got caught. Um, the crazy part about it is, I feel that she had both of those kids with um their father to keep him and control him because she said something too. She likes to date inmates while they're in prison because she doesn't have to worry about them. She knows where they are. She knows that they can't talk to no other girls, and they're like away. And she said that to the dude. I liked you better when you were locked up because she has control over him. She's like busted, so it's like no decent guy is gonna go after her no matter what. Um, but that in itself was just like crazy to even think about or even to say. Um, yeah, they're 12 and 15. They're like of age to go to Disney World. And just like I said, she just started taking care of them now. And it's like, I think she had them to keep the father. And then he ends up not really wanting to be with her and cares more for his daughters than he does for her because she's trifling. And then she gets jealous about it. Then when they break up, he remarries, has another kid, and is super happy. So then what she did is she started turning the daughters against him, and she admitted. It's like the reason why people know about this is because she says it, and she talks because she gets super wasted online, and she does other stuff too, and she says stuff and doesn't realize what she's saying, and that's how people find out about it. They should be like, "Oh, you're making up crap." Like, no, we caught you in 4K. No, I don't know. The dad wasn't an inmate. I'll tell you the crazy thing about the dad. The dad is like 15, 14, 12, 11, 10, 9. The dad is like 8 years younger than her, right? They were family friends. He was like 8 years younger than her. She was 15 or 16, and she met him in church when he was 9 years old, and she thought he was super cute. She has said that she likes young boys, right? So like younger guys. Um, and that's kind of how she got him. And she kind of like said she stalked him and almost made it to where like they were gonna be together. And realistically, when they got older, the first daughter came like 3 or 4 months after they started talking. So she like instantly, I just like I said, got pregnant to keep him. He did the right thing. They got married. They ended up having another kid, but then he found out how trifling she was, and then they get divorced because her parents even talk bad about her. His parents don't like her. She wasn't even allowed to go to his funeral. Like the daughters went, but she wasn't allowed to go. Like she was banned from it. So like you can tell it's like bad stuff, and everybody who knows her back in the day talks bad about her. But like, man, there's tons of videos on YouTube. Like I would go down the lore of Ashley Trevino. There's a ton of stuff, and it's crazy. Also look up Adriel Sigler. She's also mad trifling. She just got caught up because she was teaching at a school, and somebody found a Reddit post that she did um talking about being in love with a 13-year-old student. It was something crazy like that. I'm not gonna. I don't want to say what it was definitively, but it was something like that. It was something crazy, and somebody found out about it, and she tried to lie. But just like I know computer science, like just like we said, the internet's forever. They basically um, compared the IP address of the Reddit post to her IP address, and it's the same thing. It's 100% her, and even where it is and everything. And it was like it matched up with the school and everything. And it's like weird because she has other stuff as well. And then she is also a mom that's like 30 something, and she's always flirting with these young 18 and 19-year-old TikTokers that she goes live. She battles on TikTok, and she's always trying to like flirt with them. The newest guy, the guy that she was doing it with now, is this dude Ness or something like that. I think his name's Ness, and he has like a girlfriend that's pregnant, and she's like flirting with him and sending him DMs like, "I want you to lick my, you know what, um, your girl ain't got nothing on me. She don't gotta know." And he's like, "I don't want to do that," but he collected all this information to out her, and then he made a video basically outing her. It was funny. His name's Ness the Kid. Hey yo, I'm about to get off here, but I will be live all day tomorrow. It was good talking to you. Hopefully you stop through. I'm gonna try to live stream. Hopefully, um, every day, at least a couple hours, all of 2025. That's my goal. So hopefully you join the journey. I'm gonna try to do some other entertaining lives. I might do some Uber Eats lives and stuff like that, and try to figure some other stuff out too. But um, happy New Year to you, brother. You have a wonderful night and day and all that good stuff. I'm on late anyway, too. I'm like a late night person. Like, I'm usually on late like this. When I do Uber, I don't go out until like 8 or 9 o'clock, and I don't get back until like 2 in the morning. And then I'll usually live stream. So, my live streams usually don't start until 10 or 11 o'clock at night. Tomorrow, it's snowing here, so I'll probably do a live stream all day tomorrow because I ain't got nothing else to do. But have a wonderful, blessed night. Um, Thank you for stopping by. Peace, love, happiness. I'll check you in the next stream. I don't know if you're still here, but if you can, please like the stream. I need at least one like. So if you're here, please hit that like button. Do me a favor, just hit the like button. Peace, love, happiness.